Listen, I remember what it was like to be in a season of waiting and waiting for my spouse and believing God for to send me my husband. And so if you're in a season of waiting, this one is for you. First and foremost, you're not just only going to get what you pray for, you're going to get what you prepare for. Oftentimes we think just because I pray for a thing that it's just going to show up. No, you have to prepare for that thing as well. I was in a place where the very things that I was praying for, I also made sure that I was becoming. We cannot be praying for certain things in our lives to show up if we're not willing to become the very things that we're asking for. I was asking God for someone who was mature, someone who was wise, someone who was emotionally intelligent. And not just emotionally intelligent, but also someone who was emotionally literate, that they knew how to communicate and express and articulate their feelings. It's one thing to be emotionally intelligent, but what does it mean for them to be able to express themselves? Pray that they were wise, that they were ready to date, that they are ready for marriage. Oftentimes we choose somebody and they're not ready for marriage or they don't want to be married again. So you got to make sure that you both are aligned. Someone who had accountability in their lives. That was very important to me because I had accountability in my life. And so I wanted someone who had accountability, who was surrounded by other men and other people who can be honest with him. Of course, I prayed that he had a sense of humor. I wanted someone who was affectionate, someone who had a sense of humor, someone who's wise, someone who's healthy. I prayed that he was healing, that he was in line with his purpose, and I also prayed that God would remove distractions from his life that would keep him from being able to see God's plan. And so if you're in a season of waiting, just submit your list to the Lord and allow God to work on you and on that person. You never know, your person might just be out there healing, they may be out there growing, and just trust God's timeline, but also prepare for your prayers. It's not just going to fall out of the sky. It's not just going to show up at your doorstep, but it always comes in a package that you least expect, in a way that you least expect, in a way that you didn't even anticipate or couldn't even imagine. But it's everything you need and everything that you deserve. What would you add? So wait well. I want to add wait well, prepare well, and in due season, they will show up. They will. God knows what he's doing.
That man got my back. And it feels different, you know? That man, he's always there for me. Like, it's not ever a moment where he won't pause to, like, make sure I'm good, you know? Or it can be creative, you know, advice.